Listen, you shouldn't have to stretch your budget to buy jeans with a little give. High-end denim can cost hundreds of dollars, but bargain brands don't offer the same level of style and comfort.
Yeah. You can't get some jeans that cost you hundreds of dollars and like have to do a juice cleanse to get into them.
Totally. So Distilled, spelled D-S-T-L-D, they've revolutionized the fashion industry with their timeless luxury grade denim. So you get jeans that would normally cost you hundreds starting at just $65.
Yeah. They eliminate these crazy markups because they refuse to work with middlemen.
Refuse. They ship directly to you for free and guarantee the fit, or they'll send you a new pair until they're perfect. Distilled jeans are built to last and will be a staple in your closet for years.
They also have a bunch of fall jackets. So if you're like into a classic denim or you want like a bomber jacket, you can just expect the same level of quality.
Okay. And so for a discount, go to dstld.com/feral and you'll get $10 off your first order.
That's DSTL. Wait.
D.com/feral for $10 off. Bye. Thanks. Bye. Alie, let me ask you a question.
Yeah. Fire away, dude.
What?
Fire away, dude.
Oh. Yes or no? Finding the right hair color for you, Alie, can be a challenge.
What color is my hair right now?
Burgundy.
Yeah. Was that on purpose?
No.
Did I need to use E-Salon?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I fucked it up. Oh, wait. You can scratch that.
No, it's great. E-Salon offers professional grade. Leave that in. Completely personalized hair color that's created just for you and delivered right to your door. Alie, you fucking need this.
I need it so much. This is the last time I will color my hair without taking the steps to get the right color. I grabbed a color off the shelf. It was the wrong color. My hair is maroon now.
Don't do it. Alie, do you love questionnaires?
Yes.
Here's a hair questionnaire. Upload your photo and a personal colorist will formulate your individually blended color from over 15,000 pigments.
Oh my God.
I know.
I need E-Salon and a time machine to go back to yesterday.
Totally. Well, they've got you covered. There's 100% satisfaction guaranteed if you're not happy, Alie.
Oh God, I need
with
this.
Your color. It will give you a free reformulation or refund.
I think anything's better than what I did to myself before.
I mean, you look cute.
Thanks, dude. But you know what? I like that the color doesn't fade. Like they have the grays covered. Because I get some grays every once in a while.
I mean, at 23 years old, our gray is like pretending to start to come in.
I know. It's probably because we're such big thinkers.
We're so young.
So you can visit esalon.com/slumberparty, all one word. And do that. You get 50% off your first order. So that's $10 for your personalized hair color, which is crazy because the last time I got my hair colored in a salon, it was like $180.
Dude, you can do it your freaking self. I've been doing it my freaking self for years and years.
Yeah, I really got the wrong color. So I need to use eSalon. You get 50% off your first box at esalon.com/slumberparty. So go do that. Don't be an Alie Ward.
Send us photos too. Hashtag it at, I don't know, Alie in Georgia. Let's see your hair.
Yeah, just tag us in it on Instagram. Let's see your pictures.
Let's do it.
I want to look at your hair.
Bye.
Feral Audio.
Hey, it's Slumber Party with Alie in Georgia.
Hi.
That's Alie. I'm Georgia.
How are you guys? You don't have to answer now.
Sorry it's been so long since we've been here, but it's 2015 and we're ready to rock and roll.
I know. I'm sorry. I was gone for a while and now I'm back. But Georgia, what did you learn while I was gone?
I love my learn. All right, so I'm reading this book called A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ezeki.
Okay.
And it's a historical fiction, and the historical thing is the Japanese earthquake in 2011.
Wow.
And in the book, she says this really cool thing, so I had to look it up and make sure that it was true, and it is. Oh, here, I just lost my. Oh shit. Okay, so there's. Do you know what tsunami stones are?
No.
Oh my God. So tsunami stones are flat stones. They're sometimes as high as 10 feet tall, and they are warnings along the coast of Japan that are sometimes as much as 6 centuries old, warning people not to build their houses below them.
Really?
Because so many tsunamis in the past have decimated these areas, and then hundreds of years later, everyone's forgotten. So they're these old stones, and some are just completely washed away of words anymore. And
did they say like, yo, don't build things?
They say, do not build your homes below this point. Or they'll say, let's see, but so because modern Japanese are so confident that advanced technology and higher seawalls would protect their valuable areas that they started to ignore these.
So wait, how did the tsunami stones not get washed away by like a bigger,
some of them
shittier
did.
tsunami?
Some of them got washed away in the 2011 tsunami.
How did they get the stones there in the first place?
They put them there.
Are they built that tall, or they found a rock that tall?
I don't know. And they say that some carry simple warnings to drop everything and seek higher ground, or others say don't. Or others will say grim reminders of the wave's destructive force by listing past death tolls or marking mass graves. I'm reading this from the New York Times report.
God, gracious.
So tsunami stones, you guys.
I learned that, Pantone, they have the they make color swatches. Pantone is like kind of this brand that's like responsible for like, let me tell you about colors.
Yeah.
And they figure out all the colors and the pigments, right? So every year they have a Pantone color that they release, and they're like 2015 color of the year. Mm-hmm. And they release it in December. And number one, I found out that this exists. And number two, I found out people give a shit for some reason. And like last year's was Wild Orchid. It was like this kind of obnoxious purple. And everyone's like, I'm doing my nails Wild Orchid. Like people care. And this year they released it in its Marsala, which is yet another warm color. And I was like, that's just kind of some kind of bullshit mauve. Like, don't come at me with a spice and tell me that this is a cool color. Like,
right.
This is a shitty bridesmaid burgundy.
It's burgundy.
And I realized, I was like, you know what this color is? This color's puce. Do you know the color puce? Like, puce is a word or like a color that maybe in like the 80s we would talk about, and now it just vanished, and now we call it Marsala. And so I was like, puce sounds so much like a bodily humor, like we have to drain you of puce. Like, it's disgusting. And you know what puce means? It means flea, because when fleas would drink your blood, they would turn this color of puce. And so the one color puce means your blood in gut of a flea.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
But now we just call it Marsala. I mean, puce and Marsala are a little bit different, but hop on Pantone's social media, and you'll see that like people give a shit about Marsala.
Wow.
I don't know. People care. So I was like, I guess every year we got to get up on a color now too. Got to figure that out. So let's ask our guest what he learned.
Alie, want to introduce our guest?
Yes. Our guest is Ben Acker. We love him very much. We've been friends with him for a while, but we've been fans of him for longer. He is the co-writer and co-founder of the Thrilling Adventure Hour, which is a live show monthly at Largo, and it's also a podcast on the Nerdist Network. He's also a writer. He's written on many, many things, which he'll probably discuss. Ben, what did you learn?
Good job, Alie.
Thank you.
Thank you for that introduction. I didn't know you were fans before.
Well,
That's great.
come on. Tell us what you learned, and then we're going to get to
Yeah.
our picks.
I learned the beauty of not having a dog.
Oh, it's beautiful,
Because
right?
I got a dog.
Wait.
And now I get not having a dog. I get having a dog.
Oh, God.
No, I don't get yet having a dog.
Okay.
I grew up with dogs.
Yeah.
And so I've wanted a dog for my whole adult life. And I finally got to a point where, like, hey, I can get a dog. And checked with the lease. And as long as it's under 25 pounds and okay. And it started this journey into the world of crazy foster people who are bad at giving me dogs. And then finding the right dog and getting that dog. And having that dog, and that dog needs to settle down.
You're going to convince Alie why she shouldn't get a dog.
I know,
right
because
now.
all I do is want dogs.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
People have said, like, oh, once he's this, it's the best in the world.
Yeah.
But also I had a little flashback of everybody I know calling their dogs assholes either in front of them or behind their backs going, oh, dogs are assholes. Like, they're great.
What?
They're great. They're great. But when they don't know things yet,
Is he a puppy?
it's a 10-month-old.
Holy shit.
Okay.
And the first 8 months, the trainer thinks the first 8 months he was like in a backyard or whatever, not getting properly socialized. Oh, I'm a goddamn hero. I rescued this dog from dog jail.
Was he a stray like on the streets?
According to the little piece of paper at the pound, stray. That's all the information I have about its history. And then the trainer was like, this, because of the behavior that it has, that it hasn't been socialized.
Do you think he was a prostitute?
I think he wasn't. I think he's I'm not going to cast aspersions on that as a life choice or whatever.
Okay.
For humans.
Nobody
but for
wanted that
dogs,
piece of tail, basically. Is it?
I see what you did. I learned about a kind of dog, though, in the looking for dogs. There's two kinds of dogs, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe more. But there's a dog who has a tail that goes up like a question mark.
Yeah.
And I learned about myself, I do not want a dog whose butthole I
Yeah,
can see.
we talk about butt flaps on
I
dogs.
was just thinking about that not an hour ago, because I saw a dog's full frontal anus and like the sunshine, backle anus. It was
Science word.
Oh, I guess would it be a starboard anus or what's the port? Would it be the? It'd be the
starfish.
It'd be the poop deck. Do you think you are gonna have kids?
Maybe.
What do you think about that? How you're in your? Are you in your 30s?
Yeah, late 30s.
You're in your late 30s? Oh, I thought you were in late 30s. You don't have to worry about like your guts rotting though. You can have a kid later,
right. Yeah,
so you're
yeah.
fine.
I'm fine. Yeah.
Are you using the dog as
It's like
practice?
Uber, right? As a white male, I can just take Uber and not think about it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
I was thinking about that just today. I was gonna go for a hike in the park, and I was like, Griffith Park could get assaulted.
Yep.
Are you ever? How tall are you?
6'5", 6'6" in the morning.
6'6" in
And
the
that's
morning.
not crass. That's
Oh,
just a thing.
good
That's just
gracious.
that's a fact of thing where your spine expands.
Yeah,
at
yeah,
night.
sure.
That's science.
Are you ever afraid?
Yes, but not of that kind of thing.
Like not of
I'm
anyone.
New York afraid. I'm LA afraid. Like, am I going to have a career? When is that going to start? I would love for it to begin.
How did your career start?
I wish I could tell you.
You don't
but it
know?
has. Am I in one?
Yes, you are into a career. You're on our podcast.
I like it.
Clearly.
How do you quantify
When did you
it?
start writing? When did you get
30.
paid to
So,
write?
You know what? I'm going to say, I got paid to write on and off for my 20s, but I'm going to say when I turned 30 years old, I quit my day job.
That's it. That's the
And
thing.
Yeah,
what it
that's
is.
the thing.
I was a bouncer, and that's responsible for my
that's
entire
cool.
arc. Me being a
Really?
bouncer is responsible for everything I am and
That's
have.
such a cool
Oh,
job.
you were where were you a bouncer?
I was a bouncer at the Westwood Brewing Company.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, I remember
But
that place.
because I was a bouncer at the Westwood Brewing Company, I did not attend a Largo show one night, and my friend did, and the bartender at Largo asked my friend, "Oh, where's Ben?" He said he's bouncing. He's a bouncer now. And she said, "Oh, would you want to bounce here?"
Oh my god.
And he said, "Of course." So I started bouncing at Largo, and
Oh my god.
two people, Paul F. Tompkins and Dave Gruber Allen, are the kind of people who want to know all the people at the places they go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To shake hands with and to know and to, they're gentlemen.
That's so nice.
And just quick backup, Largo is a really, really great venue, music, comedy, but some of
Yes.
like the best.
Historically.
But this is the one on
And
Fairfax.
it used to be this 107 seat theater.
Yeah.
And so I was a bouncer.
And it was shady
there,
as fuck. I used to go
and
to
you have
the
to order
shows
dinner.
there.
I worked there as a bouncer for several months, and over the course of that, took my first sketch writing classes. I found out they were sketch in the middle of the first one. Like I was writing prose. Like, this is great. I love prose. Let's do.
Oh, no.
And I turned in I read the assignment out loud, and everybody else read theirs, and they were sketch. And I was like, "Oh, right, Second City, sketch." But I like writing a story. And Paul F. Tompkins and Dave Gruber Allen attended my very first sketch show.
Oh, my God.
And the next day, Paul asked me to write for his show.
Holy shit.
Oh, my
which,
God.
which was the best promotion anyone ever got at Largo until I got to bring my show to Largo.
Oh, my God.
And that is, I don't know, that's, I think, the best arc of an audience member, from like guy who likes shows to regular who likes shows to bouncer at the place to fired pretty much the day after
Oh, my
getting
God.
the promotion to writing for
Holy
my
shit.
favorite show in the world, and then a couple years later starting my own and ending that show up at Largo.
If anyone hasn't gone to a Thrilling Adventure Hour show, which I've never seen it live, I've
Me
listened to the
neither.
podcast. It's like there's a lot of ghost stories, so it's so good.
Oh, can we ask you? You have ghost stories, right?
Yes.
yeah. Do you have a ghost?
Do you want to tell
story?
us your earthquake story?
Whatever you like. It's
Tell
your
us your
podcast.
earthquake
I'm a
story.
guest.
Let's ask him a slumber party question,
Oh God. Okay.
Allie, or do you want to ask him a ghost?
But
ghost
I
story?
just want to say on record that we're going to go longer than Gans.
Yeah.
Well, my mom's actually coming at 4:30 here. If you want to hang out with her, we're going to get our tarot cards read. Can you believe that?
I can't wait to bring the podcast to a tarot card reading.
the whole thing will just microphones down the street.
You can hear me rolling my eyes at the tarot card reader. The whole
Georgia,
time.
I feel like you're gonna have a moment at this tarot card.
Oh my God,
reading.
what if it
I
changes
cannot
my
wait.
life?
What if you just? It's not legal to do this, but what if you just happen to turn on record
I
on
was
your
gonna
phone?
say, yeah.
You're not allowed to legally do that without telling people, but we're only
Are
saying
you?
this.
Is she a cop? Is this tarot card reader? I assume a lady. Is she a cop?
He's a guy, actually.
We'll see. I used to live around the corner from a tarot card reader, fortune teller on Fairfax and Melrose. And one time I saw a woman, like an older lady, sitting on the curb outside the place, and a family come out of the tarot card reading, fortune telling place, and the old woman looked up at them, like, well, and the family just shook their head. And I kept walking to the Chinese soup place.
What happened? What did they shake her head about? That's amazing.
I don't know.
That may be a true story.
I lived in this apartment years ago, and our downstairs neighbor was apparently like a filthy, filthy man. And so we had
He's
cockroaches.
a downstairs neighbor.
He's a downstairs.
Yeah.
He's a ground floor. And we had to get the house fumigated, so we had to leave for like 4 hours. And so we were trying to think of things to do. And we went to the movies, and then we still had like 2 hours to kill. So we went to get our like tarot card palm reading done. And they did mine. And then they made me leave because they said that my energy could interfere with my roommates. And then while I was gone, they convinced my roommate that she had to do a $500. My roommate was very skittish and like, I don't know. They convinced her that she needed $500 worth of like soul cleansing.
Shut your face.
Therapy, they call it, right?
I don't know.
That's what the scam is. Then they're like, we'll light a candle for you for $25.
Yeah, but they wanted to charge her
The wick
$500.
is from Tibet.
I'm really worried that my mom's going to buy it. And I know she's going to buy into it all. I'm going with her because she really wants to go. So I was
What
like,
is
well,
she
I'll come
trying to
with
get
you.
answers of? Sorry, we're not talking about earthquakes.
I don't fucking know.
I know it, man. This is how a slumber party goes.
I
Right?
know. I'm sorry.
I don't
Do
know.
you have questions you want to ask?
No.
You don't have. I would
did you
have
get
a
into
million
tarot?
questions.
How did you get into tarot?
I would be like, should I cut my bangs? Should I should I get my oil changed?
I'll answer it
this
for you.
week?
No, yes.
Okay.
Keep going.
I did actually get my oil changed this morning.
I was right. I'm
Boing,
psychic.
boing. I would ask all kinds of things. I'd be like, should I get a dog? Apparently,
Yes. No, you totally should.
wait, but
Really?
you just said not to get a. You just
No, you got to appreciate that not having a dog, that getting a dog.
Do you really? Would you really tell her to get a dog?
Her, yes.
can't I foster
Interesting.
and then regret that?
That is what I kind of wish that I had done.
Okay, this is good to
Fostering.
know.
That's funny.
This
Fostering
is really
the
good to know.
answer.
Oh wait, do you want to play? Let's do a slumber party question.
Okay.
How about we do? That was my birthday.
Birthday.
Joe, do you want to explain this one?
It was my
I've heard
birthday.
it.
You haven't.
How do you listen to this podcast?
I listened to the one yesterday for research because I was coming on it.
Oh, that's
I
so
listened to
kind
the
of
Gans
you.
one, which is why I referenced the Gans one.
Did we did? It was my birthday on that one. I
That's a
guess.
Yelp
Did
review
we?
of a thing?
Yes.
Yeah, Megan Gans' episode, she talks about having 2 vaginas, so that's probably the best one.
Yeah,
to
it's a good
listen
one.
to.
Well, so let's talk about your birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was your tell us about your last birthday or your best or worst birthday?
Or your dream birthday, too.
That's true. Let's talk about your birthday.
I figured out. I cracked birthdays.
Yeah,
a couple
I
years
want to
ago.
know.
Yeah.
I want
Do
to
you
know this.
No.
I figured it out.
Okay.
Okay, so I have several friend groups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and some of them don't get along with other ones.
Why?
Just by the nature of the friend group. Like I have my
Sure.
crazy early 20s friend group who we would go to Vegas and be assholes.
You got Nazis.
I got
you got battle
Nazis.
rappers.
Right? I have pagans. I have monotheists. I have the whole 9 of the yards of them. And the like, I have friends who are like really smart but Burning Man people.
Oh, gross. Sorry.
Yeah. No,
I feel like
it's
those
fine.
2 groups can mix.
No, those are
No.
the 2 groups that one of them dated one of them, and so they can never be together. I was having a party that year at another friend was generous enough to loan me his better apartment than mine to have a party, and then there was also my actual birthday that week where I had a nice lunch and a nice dinner with closies, and by the time it was the party, I was done with celebrating a birthday. Like I was like, I already had 4 meals. I'm good. And then I realized that the meals were lovely, and that if you get 7 people that know each other very well and call that a birthday dinner, and you have a bunch of different friend groups, you can. The thing about a birthday party that is terrible is everybody that you like comes to it, and you go, I have to keep socializing
Right.
with everyone to make sure that you have to host it.
Yeah.
But if you go to dinner with 7 people who are great friends of a kind,
3 times.
or a month of meal, like depending on how many friends you have, I'm very popular. You can go and have nice, intimate meals with people that you like that enjoy each other. You're not hosting, you're just going. You're the reason for.
And you don't even have to
them get
pay.
together. And you don't have to pay. You can go to a nice restaurant that you
When
want
you
to go
throw
to.
a party, you
don't
have to pay for it, too.
I'm saying.
This is it. Because I've been
Yeah.
like, I'm at this point where I'm like, okay, I'm at this age where like a party doesn't seem, it's like too much at this point. Like no one gives
You're
a shit.
26, right?
Right, I'm 26. Well, I'm going to be 26
That's
this
what I mean.
year.
Yeah.
But I don't want to have a party, and I'm like, do I just get the fuck out of town? Because like I'm like, Alie, don't throw me a surprise party.
I know I can't do it.
So maybe a dinner.
Several
Which one-
dinners.
which
7
dinner would
people.
I go to?
7 people.
But you can also do. Girls are cool because we can go girls' dinner, and then you could be like, well, now it's for everyone and guys.
Right.
And then it could be
And then special bestie,
Right.
birthday, breakfast, lunch, dinner. That's
total
3.
brunch with like this person for your birthday. Oh,
Right.
Fuck. Allie,
What if
you ready for some brunches?
Do I go to all of them?
You can
Yeah.
go to as many. That's the
Okay.
thing is like as long as you're amenable to the plan, you can go to any.
I can
and
go to
all
as
of
many of
them,
them as
right?
I want.
You're a +1.
Here's the question. What happens when you do a birthday dinner and like some asshole orders 2 bottles of wine and someone else doesn't drink and they're like, everyone pitch in 70 bucks.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
What do you
that's-
do about that?
I end up
That's
paying
the
for
other
it.
perk of like a 7-person situation. Is like there's everybody knows each other well enough to go. I'm not doing that,
Okay.
and it's not an untenable bill.
They're like, Dennis, fuck you.
And also at a certain age,
You just
I
should
as-
have
I
enough
as the
money.
guy go, you know what, I'm going to put in, and it's fine. And then they're like, no, and they
Yeah.
work it out.
I've been lately paying for meals because I want to
It's
avoid
nice that you
that
can.
thing. I know. And I'm like, you know what? I'm at a point. This is going to be $150. I don't want this to, like, it's been so nice. If I just slip the guy my credit card, then we won't have to
Baller.
end the party with going, well, I don't have any cash. You have
Actually,
cash?
I did have
What
to
am I
ask
doing?
you. You closed out Georgia and I close out
Oh,
each
yeah.
other's cards. A lot of times, like the bill will come and we'll just sign for each other because we'll just do that. And I don't know if I owe you anything because you had some stuff on your tab and I had some on
See,
mine.
I don't give a shit.
I know. Well, but I asked. Though.
High five.
Well, I care.
I know. And I appreciate that. And next time you'll get me one. But I feel like,
Okay. Well, I just didn't know because I got
know.
a round of stuff, but I didn't. You got a round, and I didn't know whose round was bigger because I couldn't keep track. We'll
I
figure
think
it out.
we're even.
What are you reading? Let's
What
do
am I
book club.
reading right now?
Yeah. What are you reading? Do you like? I mean, do you just have a bunch
reading-
of scripts you have to read?
No, I'm reading a book about dog body language.
Oh my
Of course you are. What are you learning? If it shits on your pillow,
No,
and
like
hates
if
you.
it gives you the side eye, like turn your head and like not to like what are aggressive things for a dog and what aren't, and like,
Yeah.
it's handy.
Okay.
Allie, what are
Totally.
you reading?
What am I reading? Reading some old Truman Capote
Oh, nice.
that I just picked up for fuck's sake. Called Summer's Crossing. It's a very slim novella. It's one of his earlier works, but I just thought this looks breezy. And it's about a woman named Grady who has a lot of money, and she meets up with a guy named Clyde who's kind of wrong side of the tracks, New York.
Okay.
And it's pretty lovely.
Can I plug what I'm listening to on tape on my audiobook right now? Because I'm in love with it.
Oh yeah.
It's called Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. And it's my favorite. It's post-apocalyptic.
No,
One of my favorite.
Georgia, we got to get you on this like picnics in Brooklyn in the 40s tip. It's breezy as
Yes
shit.
to that. But I just read a thing that was great and post-apocalyptic and dog-related.
What is it?
It is.
It's called
Cough.
Coughing.
It's called Red Rover Charlie.
Okay.
And it is a comic book style graphic novel.
Oh, rad.
And it is a post-apocalyptic thing. An apocalypse happens, and it's all told from the point of view of 3 dogs.
Fuck yes.
Rover
Yes.
and Charlie. And it opens on the world on fire
Uh-huh.
and a word balloon yelling, I'm a dog, 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 which is what dogs are saying when they bark, as everyone knows.
Oh my God.
And it's a helper dog whose owner is like on fire and buried under rubble
my
and
God.
holding the leash, and he is saved by 2 other dogs that bite through the leash. And it is their journey through a hellscape.
If they don't understand what
From
they're
New
seeing.
York to San Francisco, it is that
I love
journey.
it. Well, this one
It's
I'm
great
reading,
if you like that sort
this
of
one
thing.
I'm listening to actually has it's really beautiful. It's one of those post-apocalyptic that's like this chapter is a time before it happened. This chapter is a time after, and it's all these different characters, and it tells the whole story of it. And actually, the thing that knocks everyone out is called the Georgia flu. So I'm like, hey,
Nice.
Has anyone read Oryx and
Crake?
Crake
Yeah.
by Atwood? I started that, and as soon
good.
as because I love Margaret Atwood, but as soon as I start getting into apocalyptic things, I just my will to live is already compromised by so much like I got to do my taxes, and I'm gonna get
That's a myth.
older. Well,
Yeah, but if the apocalypse comes, you don't have to do any of that shit.
no, I know, but just to think I also have to worry about this big looming thing that's going to kill us all.
Well,
I
wouldn't it be
can't
great if the only thing you had to
process.
worry about was surviving that and like building a fucking?
Fuck, you're not going to survive the apocalypse, and even if you do, it's going to be the biggest bummer ever.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
This apocalypse comes. There's going to be
don't
do you know
know.
what corpses smell like? Terrible. Do you want 4
I'm
billion
not
of them?
saying I want any of this.
I'm just saying.
But
Then
here's
you're
the
like
thing,
party
though.
time.
Here's the thing: if you're like to imagine an apocalypse,
Yeah.
right, is a pretend scenario.
Sure.
So why not imagine that you survive and the
Right.
corpses smell awesome due to the
not gonna
chemical
smell
agent in
awesome,
there?
dude.
No, like It's all pretend. It's all pretend and stands.
Yeah.
Why can't I just pretend that I'm having a picnic in Brooklyn in the 40s?
That's what the apocalypse is going to knock the technology back to 40s style technology.
Okay, but what about the fact that
generator
we still had
going?
planes
It'll be
and
like
shit.
Manhattan.
What about the fact that
The show,
that black
not the
people
city.
probably weren't allowed in that park in the 40s?
I'm not saying it was the best. I'm just saying that if I
Oh no, this park was progressive.
actually one of the characters is
Harlem
Jewish, and that's like
Renaissance style.
a big deal. I'm not saying that I like racism. I'm just saying I don't like corpses.
I'm just saying there's something wrong with
I'm
everything.
not saying I like racism.
I'm
I'm, not
thinking-
saying I hate racism. I'm not making a strong
I don't know
stance
what
on
just-
race.
It's
or
the idealized
racism.
version of whatever we're talking about, including apocalypses.
I'm just saying if you can put your brain
A
into
unicorn
a space.
apocalypse.
Okay, I will say
Nobody
I'm going to
else
bridge
knows
this.
that.
I'm going to bridge this and say that I do understand a little bit of that feeling because every once in a while, if like you start to, when you start to feel a minor earthquake and you're like, we'll get to your earthquake story, and you're like, oh
She
shit,
saw it in my eyes.
is this the big one? Or if you're like, there's a major power outage in Los Angeles, you're like, sweet, I don't have to do shit for the next 6 hours probably because there's a major catastrophe.
It's
That feeling of like nothing is expected of you because we're in an emergency state is like there's a little bit of comfort in
Well,
it.
just because you're reading it too doesn't mean you think or want it to happen. Like I read about space, like living on another planet, but like
Yeah.
I don't ever think that's going to happen.
Does it ever, but empathetically, doesn't it emotionally put you in that space of feeling it?
Yeah, for sure. That's what reading fiction is all about.
That's why I read Harry Potter.
Oh fuck
Because
yeah!
I had read Permanent Midnight,
Yeah.
which is so a good story about being on all sorts of heroin-y
Yeah.
like terrible drugs that at the end I was like, I need something.
Something
Some
positive.
light.
I read that Harry Potter.
Harry Potter made me so fucking hungry because everything was
Oh,
like
yeah.
treacle cakes, pumpkin mousse, and after like 4 chapters, I was like, A, I'm like a woman in my 20s, and B, I'm fucking starving, and I just didn't finish it.
That's fair.
Any of it. Oh, should we do your favorite?
Which one's that? I can't read from there.
What's your favorite slumber party?
Oh,
game we
what's your
play?
favorite midnight snack? Your secret. No one's around. No one's watching except Steven, your dog, and you're like, I'm gonna throw this together and eat it in the kitchen in my underwear.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I realize about myself.
Yes.
The best foods in all of the foods are foods you can dip into other things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like
Solid.
give me sushi, give me dumplings. Those are the 2 best foods of all. But
Asian
like
dipping sauces.
Asian dipping sauces, but like pita and hummus. But you know what's better than hummus?
What?
Is and I'm blanking on the thing. Tahini.
Oh,
tahini's
tahini's
good.
pretty tasty.
Once you have tahini, going back to hummus is like
I know.
I don't need this double stuffed Oreo.
Well, what about the tzatziki?
I like it.
Okay,
I'm
where
down.
does tzatziki fall in the tahini hummus spectrum?
It feels like it's like a rival, like a friendly rival cop with tahini. Like they'll go on bus together, and like one will get the bad guy and be like, the other one like.
I feel like hummus is friends with tahini and tzatziki, but tzatziki and
Yeah.
tahini are like only acquaintances.
Hummus is like the middleman who's like, I'm gonna take care of all of these guys.
I feel like hummus is the like guy who doesn't respect the personal space. Like tzatziki and tahini are like they're going in. They're like we're gonna go in front of the line and just go into this club. And hummus is like, I'll come with you. Oh no! Hey, where are we going?
Well, hummus has it made itself seem important, like it's an essential. Hummus is like, you're not gonna have fun without me, so I'm coming.
But you are. That's the thing. You
Okay.
are gonna have fun with them with these 2 other guys. They're gonna be like, and hummus is like, what are we doing? Dancing? Hummus is just thick.
But I feel kind of bad for hummus though.
Will feel worse for red pepper hummus.
Oh.
I have that in my fridge, and I ate it before you guys
Good
got
idea.
here.
What?
All right.
Red pepper hummus?
You hate it?
No, I love a red bell pepper.
But you know,
I thought
Alie,
you hate hummus.
I hate the idea of hummus and pita chips.
You hate the idea. You hate it as a party construct.
I hate it as I don't. It's too easy.
Okay, so you resent its appearance at a party because that means I barely did any work.
Yeah.
I brought this shit from Vaughn's. I didn't even go to Trader Joe's.
But
and look
even
for
if the
cheese.
person had like how you do like a veggie platter with hummus, that's fine. But like a bag of unopened Stacy's fucking pita chips
Hate that.
and a thing of $2.99 like Vaughn's hummus,
No,
and you just take it off and put the lid, and it's already in its own bowl. And it's like, well, you didn't even give it a shot.
I get
You
it.
didn't
That's
think
like-
about like cheese.
I feel like that's from like okay, I'm not living at home, but I'm not out of the dorms yet.
But I did just eat. I did literally just eat red pepper hummus with carrots
That's okay, girl.
That's fine. That's
because
fine.
I'm trying to eat healthier.
Yeah.
That's good. It's all veggies and shit.
And then I
Oh,
ate 4 Reese's or Hershey Kisses.
Hershey's Kisses. Who cares? Those
You
are
have the
nothing.
healthy ones, right?
Those are nothing. I just realized that we forgot to ask him about his ghost story.
Oh yeah, what's your ghost story?
Here's my question.
Okay.
Ghost story or scary story, and campfire style. Because I feel like ghost is the thing of this.
We want to hear about your personal experience with ghosts.
Oh, that I don't have.
Okay.
Wait,
But-
your apartment's fucking
Oh,
haunted.
right. That's right. My apartment's haunted.
You-
But it was exercised before I even. Okay, I started working on the show Supernatural,
Yeah.
and so people started telling me their ghost stories
I want to hear
Oh,
something that
spooky.
happened to you.
to me.
Your apartment
All right.
was haunted and exorcised.
I don't
All right, I
mind
will
if it's
tell you
not
that.
to you. I don't, but it has to be from a source that you believe too. That's like another.
Well, here's my thing with ghost stories in general. Like, do ghosts exist? 0%. Do I believe everybody's ghost story? 100%.
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
It is
That's
called
it.
it is called hypocrisy.
That's exactly
and
what
I'm
it is.
in. Like, I don't. There's no seconds where I'm like, ghosts are a
Or
thing.
like try to talk them out of it.
But no, I
Yeah.
love everybody's ghost story, and I believe that it happened to them, and I can reconcile my disbelief and my total belief if I ever feel like it.
Yeah.
But I don't. I love a ghost story.
What happened to your
So I
apartment?
moved into my apartment. The day I moved into my apartment, I met my upstairs neighbor, upstairs John, who is very Tim Gunn.
Oh.
He said, "Hi, I'm John. I live upstairs, and this is my purebred dachshund Sophie.
Aww.
And if you hear a noise coming from up there, it is my African gray parrot, and he is a noisy fellow."
Oh my god, I love this guy.
And I said, "So not a ghost then?" And he said, "No, not anymore. Not for years, babe." He calls me babe.
Oh, I love
not
him.
Not in years, babe. And I said, "So there was a ghost?" And he said, "Don't get me started." And I said, "So not a friendly ghost?" And he said, "She was friendly after the sixth exorcist showed her ass the door."
Holy shit.
And I said, "Okay, that's good to know." Then shortly after that, he came. I had a little housewarming thing, and he came after it was over, and I offered him some cookies or whatever. And he gave me the Here But Upstairs tour of my apartment.
Isn't that weird?
Here But Upstairs, I have a Kennedy banquette from the Ambassador Hotel because I deal with antiques, and my grandfather helped to build the thing, and so I was invited to this auction.
Here,
It's
but
very-
he's like showing you around your house and telling him what his shit
he
is.
has.
That's
Rather than
fucking weird.
Show me what he has. No, he'll never let me out there. Here But Upstairs. Oh, I see they've painted yours similarly to how I've painted mine, but it's not as good. But that's,
Oh my
that's what
God.
you get here. And
Wait, is he the ghost?
no, that would be awesome.
Sophie's a ghost.
Yeah, there's no upstairs.
Oh my god! I wish.
He takes me in the space between like where the living room or the dining room becomes the kitchen. Here But Upstairs, 30 years ago, a young girl strangled her mother with a length of rope.
What? Right?
And the thing that's great is if you decide to believe in ghosts, you also you're obligated to believe in the exorcism.
Say that again.
Here But Upstairs, 30 years ago, a young girl strangled her mother with a length of rope
In his apartment.
in his apartment.
Oh my god!
Right?
And like
Goosebumps.
for like my first year there, I kept meaning to feel something about that spot. Like I would like at night, like, oh, I have to get some water from the kitchen, and that's the spot upstairs that a murder happened 30 years. Like it was too much for me.
Did
to
you
like,
find out any of the details?
I found out, yes, when the I mean, this is all from John, and he told me the name of the original owner of the apartment who, like, this tragedy happened to her family, and I have it written down somewhere, but I googled it and couldn't find anything. So, but he told me that there was when Reagan let the crazy people out of the
Right.
asylums, they're called.
Yeah.
If you're like hip, if you're insanity hip, and there was like a woman who used to walk Vermont like doubled over, like this crazy old like ratty pajama and like long hair and like homeless insane person, and she would sit outside of his apartment like on the steps, and he thought that was the girl all grown up coming to the place that she remembered. And
Shut up.
there was a house across the street from me that had a koi pond, and she would like bathe in the koi pond. Like she would strip down and bathe in the koi pond.
It's a smelly bath.
So they got rid of the koi pond.
Oh no.
Not the woman. That's nice.
Yeah.
But she would bum a cigarette or smoke.
Oh, so you think that was the daughter who killed the mother with a length of rope?
He thinks it was. He's pretty sure.
My
God,
God,
so
that's
wait,
fascinating.
What did he see that required 6 exorcisms?
He is not.
Gray parrot?
He didn't tell
But we can
you?
have a slumber party with him.
Do you think that he woke up with scratches and shit?
Oh, he woke up feeling choked, probably.
So who did
He had the same voice
exorcisms?
as her mother. 6 different, 5 bad ones and 1 good one.
I wonder if he went on Yelp for that.
I feel like he's more of a
my death
friend of a
day.
friend of a friend kind of a thing.
It was my exorcism.
And on Thrilling Adventure Hour, you write about mediums who
Yes.
encounter ghosts. Did you always love this supernatural kind of shit?
Yeah, when I was 8 years old, I saw Ghostbusters, and it was the best movie around. Like I vividly,
It's so
like,
creepy.
when the trailer came out, and it was like, "Hey, spooky business!" Like the card catalog coming out, and cards flying.
yeah.
And like I was like terrified of this thing. I was like, no, because I had vivid dreams of ghosts and stuff and vampires and things. Like I was always interested in that. I had a book when I was a kid called The Creature Catalog. It was just like monsters from folklore and myth, and like here's a great picture, and it was written by the Berenstain Bears son.
Oh my
son of
God.
the couple who took over writing Berenstain Bears, and he also wrote the Creature Catalog, and it was like here's from Greek myth, here's from American folklore, here's all the monsters and what they do and what they're like. It was like if you play D&D, I think it was like their manual, but like instead of dice stuff, just here's what a monster is.
Oh
and
my
so
God.
like I had bad vampire dreams and I had bad ghost dreams when I was a kid. And so seeing the ad for Ghostbusters and seeing like, here's some spooky things, I was like, I'm not going to see this movie at all. And then they were like, when that shit happens, who you going to call? And then they come in like, we are going to bust these ghosts or whatever. I'm paraphrasing. They never said that in the movie.
No, they don't.
They might have been in the trailer.
2 on the nose.
And, right? And I was like, I have to see that movie. I want to know the guys who took care of it.
Yeah, and how do they do it? And how do they do it?
Science, fine. I'm interested.
Oh, God.
And so, yeah, I love Ghostbusters, and like that plus Thin Man is what we're doing.
And paranormal. Mm-hmm. Are you how many times have you seen Ghostbusters?
Oh man,
Like so many times.
you know when you're a nerd in high school but you don't know it because you aren't
Yeah.
self-aware enough to know,
And because you think all the shit you like is cool.
right? And your friends do too,
Right.
And like you're not ostracized
Right. Oh, that's weird.
at all, like
Yeah.
because you're taller than the people.
Yeah.
Or whatever, like, and
you're
it
in
just
high school
doesn't.
and you have-
It just doesn't occur to you that that's derisive or whatever,
Right.
you
And they
have
don't like
Burning
that
Man
shit, so
friends?
why would they be cool?
right?
Sure.
Well, yeah, no, I was well liked, I imagine, but yeah, we watched the shit out of Ghostbusters in high school. Like I've seen it too many times.
I got a question.
Huh.
What would you fuck, Georgia?
Oh, we're do fuck that. All right, we always end this podcast with with fuck that. One thing we love so much we want to fuck, and one thing we hate, we're like fuck that.
We're like, so this is the thing. One thing you love, one thing you loathe.
Right.
We always
Okay.
start with what we hate because then we can end on a positive note.
Fair enough.
And
I'm trying to find mine.
do you have something that
I
you
totally do.
really, really hate?
I do. Okay, so in comedy,
Yeah.
there is a phrase, an expression, to punch something up.
Okay.
So someone makes a joke, and then as writers, you try and beat the joke, come up with like a heightened version, and express it. And on Twitter, people will. There's no expression for it, and that's what I hate. There's no expression for punching something down.
What?
You can't go, hey, stop making my joke worse. When someone like doesn't get it, like tries to explain, like, here's a flawed premise is the joke. And
Yeah.
then, oh no, that's not that because this.
Oh, yeah.
No, I know. That's
It's people who don't understand sarcasm. I
people who don't understand sarcasm. But there's also the danger of they are better at it than you.
Oh.
Where they're like they are next level, and you're like, oh, I don't know whether to correct them if they're yes-anding my ignorance.
Do you interact with people on Twitter and say, or do you fave star them?
Favestar has come into vogue in a major way. Like Favestar now means I read your thing.
Hey, I fave star.
Like
that.
we're in a conversation and I can't just not respond to this. Like it's changed from like I'm gonna save this and see it again because it makes me goddamn laugh. Few and far between. To now it's like, yeah. Yeah, me too. I like you too. I
I
It's
liberally fave star things. I also liberally Instagram likes. I just want to tell people.
Yeah,
keep
you
doing
do.
it, man.
Right?
Well, I said yes to everyone on Facebook, so now I have I have too many people, and most of them are not people that I've ever met in real life, and a lot of them have views about like guns and politics that I don't agree with, and I don't know how to excise them from my life. But
You're supposed to unfollow on their birthday.
I heard that. If you don't know who they are, I've heard. Yeah, my friend told me
If
that.
you're going to unfollow someone, unfollow them on their birthday because their Facebook wall is full of "I love you, hello."
Oh, my
and they're not obsessively checking their friend count.
The other thing is that way you can check your
made it
birthdays every day, and you're like, who's this guy? You unfriend them, and if you know them, you're like, oh yeah, okay. That way every day you can just shed people.
Holy shit, I love
like
it.
dead skin.
I love it.
I know someone told me that. But getting back to your,
I made it up.
it's but
become
it's a
popular.
great thing though.
What do you hate, Alie?
Yeah, Hallie.
Oh, okay. I hate it. I hate something real basic, and I encountered it today, and I was like, my face started burning. Loogies on the sidewalk.
Ew.
Come on.
Like I was just
live in a
walking.
society.
I know, but I was just walking, and it's one of those things that's like so basic. But I even know girls who will spit on the sidewalk, and it's like you could spit in the curb, but
Specifically on a place where people are stepping their feet.
someone's foot is going to go on that, and then that foot gets into someone's house, and I'm not even much of a
Watch
germaphobe.
Outbreak.
That's plagues.
But
That's
I'm
how
just
plagues
like,
start.
It's just fucking gross. You
that's
can choose to
contagion.
spit that on a tree. You can spit it, but I have to.
There's a
see
whole
it?
Dr. Seuss book.
Is it really?
You can spit it on a tree.
You can spit it. Not at me.
Well, you know, like the plague, they say the 1918 Spanish flu might have started that way because people
Classic plague.
because people will step in it, walk in their house, walk around their floor. It's disgusting, and that's when the flu's going to come for the end days for the apocalypse.
I'm
is
washing my
because
dog.
someone
I'm washing my
spit.
dog's feet
Blues.
with like.
Oh,
baby
the
wipes.
dog foot thing too. That's the other thing. I can't get a dog because, ew,
The baby wipes on the feet when we come in from a walk.
that's crazy though.
But cats poop in the box.
yeah, that's
But
true.
it's only their poop. It's not everyone else's spit.
No, they
But
do
when I
it.
see a loogie on the sidewalk, I think, and I tend to try to have a benefit of the doubt of everyone. Be like, everyone's just a person, and everyone has mom and dad and hard days and good days and bad days. But I'm like, if you spit on the sidewalk where people walk, you're a shit person. You're a turd in
You're
shoes.
a diaper baby.
I hate you. Okay,
A lot of people say garbage people. I'm trying to get diaper
diaper
baby.
baby.
I'm trying to get that off the ground.
The thing
Georgia,
I
wait, what do you
hate
hate?
is that I got a Fitbit for Christmas, and now it is confirmed that I sleep less than 2 to 3 hours a night, even when I'm in bed for like 10 hours a night with my eyes closed. So my life is shambles.
Yeah.
Melatonin.
Yeah, I'm on fucking Ambien at this point. I don't know. Melatonin gives me weird dreams. I need to figure something out.
But Ambien doesn't fuck you up?
No, Ambien puts me to sleep. I just don't sleep through the night at all.
Don't you sometimes tweet on Ambien?
Yep. Your man can cook. Your man can't cook. My Instagram. Every single post of those is because I'm on Ambien and I don't remember them. And the next morning I'm like, what did I do last night? And then I look at your man can't cook. Can't cook.
Like, melatonin will make me visualize weird things while I'm asleep, but Ambien makes you write weird things publicly while you're
but
awake.
I don't care. Your man can't cook is just like so silly that I'm like, I don't give a shit what like state I'm in when I.
I know a
put
guy.
something-
Ambien ruined his life.
Shut
Like,
up.
What
he
happened?
drove. He got in his car and drove.
Oh, what happened?
Like he got in a crazy accident.
Oh no, is
Driving on Ambien.
he wounded from it still? Is it? Oh.
I don't know. I don't still know him.
Don't tell me
I would
that.
never
You
get-
unfriended
I would
him on his
never- I
birthday.
would never stay a friend with a guy who gets in a car accident on Ambien.
Oh God, I'm gonna stop taking it. That's scary.
I know
Scary.
people that spend a shit ton of money on Ambien.
Covering
They go,
up car accidents.
No, they buy things while they're on Ambien.
Oh, awesome.
But the thing about Ambien is you are supposed to take it as you turn off the light. You're not supposed to
Yeah.
stay awake on that shit. You were
Yeah.
supposed to be like, ding, and then pop it. And from what I understand, I have a friend who took it, and then her roommates came home. And they're like, you know what? We're going to go out. It's someone's birthday or whatever. And she's like, okay. And she blacked out the whole night.
She went out still.
She was like, oh, I already took it. But,
I'll take a bunch of Robitussin to wake up.
Yeah.
Oh no,
We're gonna
Well,
end with your
here.
love.
This
Okay.
is a thing
What do
that
you
is
love,
also
Alie?
fuck that,
What
but
if-
it's fuck that in like, oh, I would fuck that, even though it's not a thing with genitals, but I love it so much.
What?
A thing that I
Penises.
love. Wait, Georgia, what's yours?
Oh, okay. I love a thing called the cat personal safety keychain. I have one right over here that I'm gonna explain to you. It's a keychain, the shape of a cat head and face, and its eye holes are cut out, and you put your fingers through the eye holes, and the ears are really pointy. So when you're a lady walking to your car at night, instead of putting your keys, which is totally ineffective, between your knuckles as we do, you put this cat head between your knuckles, and you can use its ears as stabby.
Yep. Go
Go online and find one. I'm going to get all my girlfriends one. They're cheap and they're like an effective thing.
for stabbing people because we
stabbing.
have to
Right?
sometimes.
Because take a wrong Uber.
One thing that I would fuck and have the babies of are orange blossoms. Oh, you guys, it's time.
Oh, I'm so
Time
happy.
we fuck some orange blossoms.
I would fucking lay it down and just smell the shit out of
They're
them.
so
But
good.
it's January in Los Angeles, and I came out to the parking lot where I live, and we have a shit ton of fruit trees, and I was like, oh, that's intoxicating scent.
it's beautiful.
And
Yeah, if
sure
you
enough-
guys have snow where you are, go fuck yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
I got
Never, ever
orange
stop.
blossoms.
It's 80 degrees today, everyone.
It's too hot today.
In
and
January.
it smells like spring, and it's not, but it's great. So
It's
that's
all
one thing
the
I'd fuck.
seasons right now, except
Yeah.
for your bad ones.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ben,
None of
what
the
do
bad
you want to
seasons.
fuck?
The thing I want to fuck, and I want to get your take on it because I feel like you two have experienced this often in this year.
Periods.
Yeah, I want to fuck, period.
Oh, they're
I have a good attitude towards menstruation.
no.
I realized that I fucking love coffee in other cities. Like going to
Yes.
a cafe in a city that
Yeah.
isn't mine and having a cup of coffee there is like time doesn't exist.
Right.
It is a special kind of peaceful that is I don't know, it's gorgeous. Like you can get it in your own city going to a place you've never been and not having anywhere to be in a while. Like I went to Philippe's on jury duty and it was the same kind of feeling of like just watching the people coming and going and not needing to be there anywhere urgently, but it's consistently like because I'm not a Starbucks or a Coffee Bean person, so finding a place that is like a neighborhood place in a neighborhood that isn't mine, in a city that isn't mine, just having that that I don't know,
Vacation coffee. It's like a leisure.
I
vacation,
get that too because
libation.
you're on a trip, so you're not in a hurry as much too.
right?
Oh, this is a fun announcement. Maybe we'll plug things now.
Yeah.
All right.
Plug your show, Thrilling Adventure Hour, is Saturday.
Saturday,
at Largo.
yeah. Saturday at Largo. If you hear this between now and 2 days from 3 days from now,
It's once a month. Is it the first or second or
it
third?
tends to be the first Saturday of every month. We're going to be at Sketchfest on February 7th, I believe,
That's
the
San
first
Francisco.
Saturday of San Francisco Sketchfest. And then we're doing an April Fool's Day show that's going to be really fun. We're going to change stuff around in silly ways. And then we're going to do shows in February, March, and April. And then we are stopping the live Largo stage show.
Time to move
Gotta go
on.
to all of them.
We're trying to evolve into other media.
Beautiful.
Ooh. George and I may have a live show coming up. Stay tuned for that. I myself will be at the Natural History Museum for First Fridays starting February 6th. There's a science salon downstairs, so come by. Some scientist friends.
Be creepy.
talking about-
Be creepy to Alie. Time
Let
to
me plug one more thing.
Yeah, go.
In the expansion to new media, we are coming out with Thrilling Adventure, our comic books from Image Comics, the best comics publishing company. And so Thrilling Adventure, our Sparks Nevada #1 comes out